What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to another edition of the Motown's Wrestling Review. I am the host, Tony Motown Allen, the president of the Motown's Wrestling Group on Facebook. If you're not part of the Motown's Wrestling Group on Facebook, make sure you join. And on the video, make sure you like and subscribe. Today, we're talking about Friday Night SmackDown. I reviewed the pay-per-view last week for Clash at Paris. I just want to throw this in there. I'm not going to review the entire show. I want to cover SmackDown, though. But a lot of people are hating on John Cena getting his ass whooped. I personally enjoyed it. Nobody saw that coming. He got his ass straight whooped. And a special shout-out to my boo, my number one boo, AJ Lee, skipping her way out there. I was a little nervous. He wasn't wrestling too much in the match at the beginning, but when she finally got in there, she showed up, she showed out, and she made big-time bitch Becky Lynch tap. So that's all I want to say about that. And as far as Raw, I didn't do a Raw review, though, but goddamn, mommy got fucking sprayed. And not sprayed like I wanted to do to her. Man, Asuka spit that mist in her face like she was spitting up. Never mind. But, and Asuka, when did Asuka become Ike Turner? Like the way she's bullying around Tina Turner. I mean, Kairi Sane. But anyway, right now we're talking about SmackDown. We're gonna go over the show real quick, and then I also have my my tap out, my moment of the night, as well as the match of the night, and then I'm gonna do my predictions for Heatwave. Just a disclaimer on my prediction. I really haven't been watching NXT though, so my predictions might be way off. I have no idea what the fuck's going on, but we're gonna have some fun with the prediction though. The opening segment for SmackDown featured, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman. And then Cody come out. Don't want to know who he's talking to. Is he talking to the Oracle? Is he talking to the Wise Man? Or is he talking to the Advocate? And Paul Heyman gave the best answer because I don't know if you guys remember a while back, we always talked about who's the GOAT between Bobby Heenan and Paul Heyman. Well, Paul Heyman said, you're talking to the GOAT, the greatest of all time. And then the baby Bron came out, Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed, to surround Cody. Cody, of course, took it to them, and he said it probably was a smart decision, but decided to take both of them on. And then out comes Randy Orton to make the save. One of the Browns took an RKO. They cleared the ring. I thought that was going to set up a tag team match for later that night, though, but that was pretty much the end of that shit. Next, we have the Street Profits taking on Mello Don't Miss. And the Street Profits appear to be on the same page, which is kind of weird, though, because the hint of them splitting up was kind of out of nowhere, in my opinion. And now all of a sudden they're cool again, which, all of a sudden they're going to be not cool again. But, pretty decent match. I gave the match a B. I did like how Miz tried to tag himself in and take the glory, but Mello wasn't having it this time. Street Profits got the edge on them on that. Montez Ford, man, that motherfucker got some fucking jumps on his ass. I mean, it's probably, I can only imagine what him and Bianca Belair are doing in the bedroom, but he hit him with the 5-star fall splash. Got the 1, 2, 3. Mello was going to make the save, but he's like, I'm going to let Miz take the L on this one. So, match itself, I gave a B. I really did enjoy this match. We might as well jump right into Julia and Kiana James versus Michigan and B-Fab. And just when they announced this match, this was a fucking piss break match. Definitely a piss break match. No fucking desire to see this shit whatsoever. Even though Mia Yim, I would put it on Mia Yim like this. Sorry, William. We know that's William Fox's boo. He's probably going to be ready to fight over her. But Mia Yim could definitely get it. But other than that, though, I mean, this match was lackluster at best. I gave it a D. It was forgettable. It was definitely forgettable. So, next up, we have Drew McIntyre out there bitching and complaining, as usual. I mentioned I was starting to like this Drew, though, but this bitching and complaining Drew, he got screwed over conspiracy and all this fucking bullshit. Just fucking sick of it. Then Nick Aldis came out, basically told him to quit his fucking whining. And then Jacob Fatu came out and confronted him about his fucking whining, bitching, and complaining and everything, because Jacob Fatu is all gas, no brakes, not what I mean. So that match I could have really did with, that segment I could have did without, though. I'm just sick of Drew being back to fucking bitching Drew. Next, we have the Sami Zayn Open Challenge. And oh my God, it was finally an open challenge. it was finally like somebody he didn't know ahead of time. I mean, because the open challenge was supposed to be a surprise. This is the first one that actually was a surprise. And what a nice surprise it was. Javon Evans from NXT was his surprise. Phenomenal match. Javon Evans don't have a good match. Javon Evans don't win either, but Javon Evans don't have a bad... I mean, I didn't say he don't have a good match. I mean, he doesn't have a bad match. All his matches are good. Unfortunately, all his matches end with him taking an L. This was no different. Fucking A- match, top of the line, great match, and of course, hell of a kick to the face. Javon Evans loses again, but I gave this match an A-. Next up, we had Jade Cargill, that muscular piece of chocolate that I kind of want to put on like Duz, but I'm fucking scared of that bitch, versus Nia Jax. You know, the mastermind Bobby Robson want to put it on her, and she probably squash his ass. And titty time. And y'all know I put it on titty time like this. The match itself was, it just seemed like a bunch of miscues. There was no chemistry, in my opinion, whatsoever between these three. It was okay until the fucking ending, though. I mean, it was a major botch in the end, in my opinion. And it pretty much ruined the match for me, to be honest with you. Like, I could deal with like botches here and there, like some miscues though, and I don't know who to blame on this. Was it Nia Jax or the referee? I'm really gonna kind of put the blame on both on this botch, but Tiffany Stratton had Nia Jax down for the pin, and apparently she was supposed to kick out, and Daphne did the 1-2, and she stopped her count when Nia Jax did nothing at all to kick out. And then you saw Nia Jax say something to the ref. She said something back. Tiffany says something, and then they end up she dropping a out of nowhere elbow, and then she hit her with the prettiest moonsault ever, like only Mabu could do. She gets the win on Nia Jax. I like the moonsault. She executed perfectly, but that finish ruined it though. I gave the match a D. I mean, it was bad. It was just bad. And the match wasn't, I mean, if it wasn't for that finish, it probably would have been a C+, B-. I mean, not a great match, but decent though, but that absolutely ruined it for me. And as far as I know, and I know we got wrestlers in the group and everything, and any wrestlers that anybody know the business well, definitely chime in on the comments though. But if a wrestler's supposed to kick out and they don't, I thought the referee's supposed to just keep counting like that, and you just keep moving. Especially considering, and it wasn't going to change the outcome, because Tiffany would have won if the referee kept going, which she won anyway. So that was I think it was just a bad move. Moment of the night, tap out of the night. Match of the night. I'm going to start off with the match of the night, which of course is Javon Evans versus Sami Zayn. The moment of the night, in all honesty, I'm going to give that to the GOAT, Paul Heyman. Great promo with him and Cody. Mitchell and Brock had a lot of stuff going on that, but I thought it was a great way to kick off SmackDown. But unfortunately, the tap out of the night was Nia Jax and the referee Daphne and everything with that botched finish at the end. Wasn't happy with that at all, though, but overall, the show was actually okay. Next is going to be my my predictions for NXT Heatwave. All right, the first match on Heatwave, well, not first match, but the first one on the list here is JC Jane defending the NXT Championship versus Lola Vice, and I really hope Lola Vice wins it, and we can see her shaking that ass all over the ring while holding that fucking belt up, because not only does she have a nice fucking ass, but she's a fucking former MMA fighter and everything. I mean, she could beat the brakes off of JC Jane in a real fight, and I hope she beats the fucking brakes off her in this one. The next match is Soruka with Zara at ringside taking on Lonnie Reed for the Speed Championship. If I was on the FTW podcast, this would be my I don't give a fuck matches. But I really don't give a fuck. But I'm going to pick Soruka. Just because I got to pick somebody. For the NXT Championship, it's going to be Oba Femi versus Ricky Saints. And honestly, I'm picking Oba. I mean, he's the ruler and everything. He's been beating ass left and right and everything. So I'm going to give this one to Oba Femi. Next up, we have Ethan Page taking on Tavon Heights for the North American Championships. So I'm taking Ethan Page in this one. And a weaponized steel cage match. Damn, I'm fucking out of touch with NXT. They got Jordan Grace taking on Blake Monroe, which I knew they were fighting again, in a weaponized steel cage match. By rights, Jordan Grace should win this one. I mean, because she's constantly taking L's, though, but I think she's going to take another L here. A weaponized steel cage match. We've seen what Blake Monroe did in AEW versus the timeless one, Toni Storm. I'm taking Blake Monroe in this one for 2 reasons. Number one, she's a fucking badass. And number two, she got titty for days. So, Blake Monroe in this one. And the sixth and final match on here is going to be Javon Evans versus Josh Briggs. Javon Evans got to win this one. There was no reason for him to take an L to Josh Briggs, but this could be Josh Briggs' best match of his career because he's taking on Javon Evans, though. So, Heatwave is going to be later today, so make sure you check it out. I'm going to do a review at some point, probably, because I might watch it either late tonight or early tomorrow, but look out for that one, and thank you guys for joining me. Make sure you like and subscribe, and if you're not in the Motown's Wrestling group, once again, make sure you join. Until next time, guys.